I'm glad weren't doing any TMI stuff, you know?
Well, maybe we were. We don't know what point it went live on Facebook. Hey guys, Brenni Larson here, and today I'm with my buddy Shelly Turner. Are you ready for some valuable information? I want to just tell you a little bit about Shelly. Shelly's really awesome. She's the lead, I call her professor, trainer at Builderall. She definitely knows videos. She's been on YouTube just a couple of times. Like, she's got hundreds of videos, people. So we were saying, what would be some interesting information to be able to help people make money, get automated? And YouTube is a golden nugget that often people don't even talk about. They just use it to upload a video to give someone a link. Sure. And we also love what, Shelly? Automation, messenger bots, chat bots, whatever you want to call them. Those things on Facebook that help you have engagement with your customers so you can sell when you're sleeping. So, Shelly, we may hear babies crying periodically. Her daughter just had a baby and she's watching a little toddler, but the show must go on, people.
That's right. That's what we call focus, right? We are laser focused on building our teams and building our business. And sometimes you do it no matter what. Y'all, I have to tell you, let me tell, this is probably TMI, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
She does that.
I did it. I was really sick one night. And you know, every Tuesday night is my Tuesday night training. And I was so sick, and it was not coming out the front end. It was coming out the back end, which is never good when you're doing a live training. And I kept telling my husband, I really don't need to do the training tonight because I don't need to get up and go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. And my husband, he was like, well, then don't do it. And I said, but if you disappear for 1 second, they forget about you. Isn't that right, Brenni?
You have to be in front of people.
You have to be in front of people.
Because the next person comes along and suddenly you're not
right. You're gone.
Like, wait a minute.
That's right. So I did it anyway. And those of you that have been on my Tuesday night training, you'll remember this. I lied my hiney off because I actually said that we were having breaker issues when I had to get up and go to the bathroom. I was like, guys, we're having an issue. I'm going to turn my camera off for just a minute.
Now we all know, people.
Yep, now you know. But it should be an example for you that you do it anyway. You figure out how to do it. You have to stay in front of these people. And YouTube video marketing, this organic marketing method, the key is that you are consistent and you are in front of them and you're present. They learn to trust you that you're going to be there. If you are not consistent and you are not in front of them and you are not giving them value, you're going to be forgotten really quick.
That's true. So guys, this is how we're going to help you stay in front of people is on YouTube. Yep. So Shelly, let's say you're just starting out, because we have a lot of people now and that are starting digital marketing agencies just because they are absolutely loving the stuff.
Right.
So then, you know, they're like, hey man, somebody told me I need to start a YouTube channel. Why would they need a YouTube channel besides you need to be seen? And how is this going to be advantageous? And is there any way you can save time and it'll work hand in hand with a messenger bot?
Yes. So let's talk about a few things. First of all, YouTube is a tremendous value when you're trying to get some marketing material out there. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a talking head in front of the camera, because that's not actually how I started out. So for those of you guys that are afraid of being seen and you're not sure of your voice and, oh my gosh, I look like a dork, and yeah.
Two people who will show up and people will say, you look horrible. You should.
I've done that.
It's like,
I've done videos in my PJs.
Right. People believe it. Go back and look.
Yes, I have to. But if you have a fear of being in front of the camera, you don't have to be. You can do a PowerPoint presentation and do it as a screencast. So you are actually never on the video as a talking head. Or you can do the screencast and you can do it as a little thing in the bottom corner, so you're not seen so much. You're just kind of a little bitty part instead of a big old talking head. So that's how you can get started if you have a little bit of a fear of being in front of the camera. Now, if you're like me, I have no fear of being in front of the camera. I have no fear that I do think that I'm a dork, but I'm like, I'm what my children say. I'm a neek. I'm a nerd and a geek. And they say that I'm a high level neek, which means that I can relate to people that are outside of geekdom and nerddom. So I don't know if that's a compliment or what, but it works for me.
When you're a kid, it's not, but when you get older, you're like, yeah, man, I am. Like, my name in high school was Geek. I didn't know what that meant, and everyone's like, well, you did all our homework for us. I go, did I charge you? No. Well, I wasn't an was I?
Well, there's advantages to being the nerd and the geek, and that means that hopefully you are the smart one, and you figure out how to do things in a way that make money.
Right.
You translate that intelligence into a way that makes money. But once you get that idea of getting in front of the camera or making screencasts, whichever it is, then you have to figure out the next step is to figure out how to create value. What value are you going to give the people in YouTube? And so you need to kind of figure out what your channel is going to be about. And you cannot be all over the map. You can't be like, okay, today I'm going to talk about underwater basket weaving. And the next day I'm going to talk about flying rockets to the moon. And then the next day, because you're going to lose your audience. They don't know, they don't trust you in any certain area. So you need to establish your expertise quickly in whatever channel you make. Now, you can have multiple channels. I have multiple channels. So I have the Builderall channel. I have another channel where I actually do reviews for Amazon. I'm part of the Amazon Vine program. So I get free products, and all I have to do is video reviews for them and send them to Amazon, and I get to keep those products. So there's lots of different things that you can do on Amazon, but each channel should be very, very targeted so that you create a trust with whoever your viewers are. So when they tune in, they know exactly what you're going to speak about, right?
And I'm a perfect example, Shelly. So I do feng shui. Well, people that want feng shui, they may not be interested in a bot or digital marketing, even though you need one. Everyone needs a messenger bot. That's all I'm going to say at this moment.
There's no reason, Brenni, that with your feng shui channel that you can't lead them to your bot channel or lead them to your Builderall channel or lead them to a Tier 5 channel. There's no reason you can't do that. It's just that you don't want that to be the focus of your channel.
Right.
You want to do feng shui, but then you want to say, oh, and by the way, I want to tell you about this cool thing that I did with the bot. If you're interested, hit me up. I'm at blah, blah channel. I'll put the link in the description.
And you know, Shelly, that's a great segue because in feng shui, everything is about balance and flow. And when I start explaining a messenger bot to anyone in feng shui, they're like, well, everyone needs this. So, I mean, it's like, yay, yes, you do for automation. And I can help you with that. But if I wouldn't have even said anything, they may have found someone else because they might have typed in automation. They might have had the keywords of someone else, and I would have lost them, even though I already have the know, like, trust for years of working with me. And they know I'm that geeky one. So they do call me about questions on, oh, Shelly.
That was me. I cha-ching.
I love it, you guys. I heard a little cha-ching. We like that. By the way, I'm making our own cha-ching because I have a cash register that's like 160 years old, been in our family, and it's one of those.
Oh, man.
And it's like, and then the cash register drawer pops out, and I'm like, you know, I think I'm going to make one of those for our team. So it's even a little more, because it goes through.
That is cool.
It's like,
I love the cha-ching.
Winding you up. Yeah, even if it's $1.50, you get excited when you hear a cha-ching.
Oh, I know, right? I even get ones that are zeros, which means that when the new people sign up, of course, that 100% goes to the person that brought them in. But what that means for me is next month I get
future money.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we're talking. You guys see that we just like to have fun. So on that note, I want to say in the description there, guys, there's a couple of links. I like to be fair, and I want people to follow me that want to be with me and not get stuck on a team they don't want to be on. So we have a sharing, rotating URL, and let's just say how awesome. Let's just give a shout out right now to John Vaughn and Tier 5. Oh, yeah. Because I had said, well, I like to do lots of live streams, and I'm a person who likes to share. And they went and created this rotating URL for me for everyone to be able to take advantage of it. So really there is a rotating one. It says Bren Shell. that will just rotate and let the universe decide. But if you really like Shelly and want to follow her, she has a link down there. It says Shelly. And I have a link and it says brenni bot, because that's what I had set it up with before. So if you don't know, click the rotating one. And what you're going to do is get in a messenger bot, and you can start seeing how they work. And that we send out messages when we have recordings. Let's talk about what you can do with a messenger bot in YouTube, because when I found this out, Shelly, I was kind of excited. Virgil!
That's Virgil. He's got his input. Well, I'm not sure exactly what direction you want to go with that, but I'll tell you what I'm liking, and that is that when you create a YouTube channel, you're giving value, right? That's the next thing, is once you establish what your YouTube channel is about, then you want to make sure you're giving value. So make sure on every single video that you're giving them something that they can take away. Now, does that mean you give away the farm? No, because you obviously want them to buy something from you. So you're giving them enough value to create a know, like, and trust factor. And then once you start giving them value, then you need to hit them up for buying something from you. So that can be either a call to action at the end of your video, or you can put information in your description. Now, when you talk about putting information in your description, you can actually put a link straight to a bot. So you can send them straight to a bot that can walk them through what you're offering, how you're offering, what price you're offering. They can even purchase straight from the bot. So it's very automated. And then once they purchase, you can set up your bot so that it onboards them, it trains them. The automation part of it is absolutely phenomenal. So let's think about this a minute, okay? We've got a YouTube channel. We've got it set up so that you are consistently delivering valuable content into that YouTube channel that has a very distinct purpose. It's not all over the map, right? So now you've got people that are coming to see you however often that you post into that YouTube channel, once a month, once a day, once a week, whatever, right? They're knowing you, they're liking you, they're trusting you, and they're starting to see your call to actions at the end and your description. You're like, man, I really like that, Brenni. I think I'm going to click on that link and join. So they click on the link, they go into the bot, it gives them more information, and then they go, boink, I want to buy. So they buy, then it takes them into another area of the bot where they get onboarding, right? So they get information about the company, information about Brenni, information about what services, blah, blah, blah. Then once they're onboarded, then they can go to training where they can learn how to use whatever product or service that you just sold them. It is absolutely incredible. And here's the thing, Brenni, when you do that, you didn't talk to them one single bit. It's all automated. That is to me, the most phenomenal thing is if you do the talking head, they've seen you, they've been able to look in your eyeballs, which to me, that is relationship marketing. They know you, and they feel like they trust you and know you almost as well as if they talk to you in person. There's a relationship that's building because of that. And now they've joined your team, and you didn't have to talk to them personally at all. I think it's incredible.
So, and what I loved about it is when I saw you can put tags in RSS, so it will automatically, did I say automatically upload while you're sleeping? So Shelly, yeah, and there's some great templates, but we do love to build customized bots because we don't believe in cookie cutter. But when you're starting out, they're really good to play with. And I help people set bots up because they need to understand the flow and what they do. Now, being in feng shui, that's a totally different bubble. But what I did was I sent them out so they join, and then it gives them 20 minutes and they get a message. And they can go check out an article on your energy number. Everybody wants to know their energy number. And then it's the next day I send them another one. Then the third day it's like, hey, man, here is a gallery, and you can put up to 10 pictures. I know.
I love the gallery. Love the gallery. Oh my gosh,
guys, it's just like this beautiful gallery of whatever you want. So I'm doing one for an influencer. So I started, well, here's something for 20 bucks. Here's something for $300. And then here's your 3,000 for 2-hour consult that she does. And it's like wonderful because you can go through and you can look at these things, and now they're engaging with you. And once they purchase what Shelly was talking about, I'm excited for coaches is you can put information in and be able to, using certain software, Zapier, we don't need to use big words for y'all, just give you the flow, that I can type the information in, it can go on a spreadsheet. I wake up and I can see what my students did. I can see what they completed. And you know why this is great? Because none of us like chargebacks. We've all had chargebacks, and we know dang well we did not deserve them. We gave them all the, this tracks everything. So when they go to their credit card company and says, no, she didn't give me anything, it's like, look at, she did not complete anything. I am tracking this. She signed it on this date. She was sent information every day. She never completed anything. Sorry, she's not getting her money back. So in many ways, I like the idea of it.
I do too. And I just love the fact that with my team getting so big, I have a hard time doing one-on-ones. So the challenge for me is setting something up so that all of my team feels like I've touched them in some way, right? Touch them and help them in some way. And the bot actually helps do that. YouTube helps do that. I can create training, and I even do the talking head and talk to them just like I'm talking straight to them. It's not, today we're going to learn about bots. You know, it's directly talking to them and pretending like I've got them right in front of me. And I think that is another key in creating YouTube videos, is creating a very personal video. Even though I don't mind being called professor, I don't feel like I ever am like, seriously, today we're going to learn about this. I always try to make it very personal, and I'm always very relaxed on my videos. And I think someone said that I'm very calming in all my videos. I don't know.
Shelly's calming? That's like saying I'm calming.
Maybe that means I slip them into a coma. I'm not sure.
Get to sleep. So guys, what's great about it is always be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else, because you are who you are, and there are followers that just want you. If you want calm people, you don't want us, because we're
and let's say another thing with what you said, Brenni. To me, it's really important because you're creating a relationship with these people. You may never actually get to personally talk to them. So this is your relationship. You're going to be a reason that they come in, and you're going to be a reason that they stay in. So you have to be yourself. Right. You have to represent yourself. So you don't come in and put sunglasses on and hide your face, right? What do you think, personally, if you see someone that's doing a video and they have sunglasses on, what do you think immediately?
Shady, don't want me to read their eyes.
That's exactly it.
Your eyes are the gateway to your soul. Is that what the wording is?
I mean, so
people in the eye, just like, you know, I grew up old school, shaking hands. It
meant
something to shake somebody's hand when I grew up, and it still does to me. So that's what I'm saying too, is I want to see who you are. And that's why I don't want anybody, I'm not going to go out there and just try to get everyone to follow me. First is I want quality people that are going to take action, because of all the people, Shelly, you and I kind of like could run our own country, because we're very action oriented. And people are like, oh, you're always up. When do you sleep? Here, you know, it's a hashtag no sleep in our life, but we're excited. That's what it's great about. We get up every day and we're like, have opportunities in front of us, and we're helping others. And yes, we can be a grandma with a daughter that just had a baby in the hospital, watching a little toddler, and still be doing a business.
That's right.
Guess what? People can relate to Shelly because they're like, oh, she's really casual. She's a grandma. She's got, you know, family oriented. We know she likes to paint. She likes to sing, because once you follow her, you find these things out. Well, those are all the things I like to do. So I'm going to hang with somebody that I can resonate with. Now, it wouldn't work for me if I get a very mono person. I've had people like this, and don't take action. It's like, well, man, I gave you a checklist yesterday of topics we were going to cover and links to go look at stuff. And then they show up and they go, what were we going to talk about? No, makes my horns go up. So really, really, guys, think about when you're clicking on links from now on, so that you end up with the people you want to be with. That's what it's all about, is being who you are. There's your YouTube channel. I'm going to go like you. And I love the idea when they're talking about some people don't want to be seen on camera. And that's the wonderful part, is you also takes your nerves away, because you can read what's on the slide. You can have little notes laying around. Nobody even knows it. But
you can do sticky notes all the way. If you've got a laptop or even just a desktop with a monitor, just do sticky notes and sticky note the main ideas of what you want to do in your videos all around there, and just don't cover the camera. And you'll have your notes right there where you can see them, and you can stay on task and get everything done. And let me tell you, the more authentic you are, the more followers you're going to have. Because I really think I am like a high-level nerd and a high-level geek, right? And one of the things that I do when I shoot my videos that I hate, but I have never been able to fix yet, is I'm talking and I'll go, and then blah, 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 and then I'll be like, so blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, oh man, I hate when I do that.
I'm a sing talker. I'm always like, live on
that's what I do. So I think, gosh, I sound like such a dork, but that's me.
People like that dork.
That's me. That's me. If I work too hard to remove that, I might miss some of the content that I'm trying to put in there. So make sure you are you. Make sure you provide value. Make sure that your YouTube channel is targeted, and then make sure you're consistent. And if you can do those things, it doesn't even matter if you're talking head, it's on there. If you just do screen capture, if you do those things, you're going to master YouTube and you're going to get traffic, guaranteed.
And consistency. So, you know, we all do like to model other things people do. They give you ideas, but not to copy exactly, because then it's not you. Right. So like, for an example, I saw a website and it was a good idea because we're in digital marketing and I'm just, you know, launching out there. I've been doing bots and stuff for 2 years, but I was doing my other stuff. And then I got super excited about this. Like, oh, I got to be part of it. I want to do that. But the color scheme was really masculine to me, and it didn't represent me at all. So I took the main idea of it, and then I made it brenni style, because you guys know the colors I like. You know, hello, I'm always going to use little teal and black, just the way it is. So people know when they say teal and black, they think of me, because those are my favorite colors. And if I would have done I mean, it was just so cold to me. It was great for a guy, but if I would have copied that, and then that didn't even line up with my YouTube channel. So think about that. What does your YouTube channel say? It should say the same as your website and the same as your bot images.
You hit on another thing that is super important, is the internet as a whole, guys, is a spider web, right? And you have to make sure that every piece of that spider web is connected. So if you've got a YouTube channel and you've got a website, connect them somehow. If you've got YouTube, website, and LinkedIn, connect them. If you've got Instagram, connect it. Facebook, connect it. So you're building that spider web so that if anybody gets onto one string of that spider web, they're going to be able to get to everything that you've got. Now, if you don't have that set up and you've got everything in its own little bubble, then you're not going to get that process of them finding out about you and developing that know, like, and trust about you. I'm always stunned when I go and look at my profile. There's some programs you can use to see who's your stalker. And I have stalkers from Builderall. I have stalkers from Tier5. I have stalkers from...
I a stalker? Because I used to go to her channel.
I don't consider them stalkers. It's people that are trying to find out about you.
I was learning information.
It's completely fair, right?
And you know what, Shelly? When you do a good job, like, I didn't recreate all those videos. I'm like, I could, but why? Because they're already done, and I'm all about helping my people. So I would just say, here, go here. And I would even just grab the video link. You guys are all talking about mailing, boss, here. You know, right. Because we find people don't search. And like, okay, being the party organizer in high school, when you were talking about people not being able to find you, I'm like, okay, you only gave them directions from your main town. But then the other towns heard out, because we're country folk here, so that Shelly knows this happens when you're young. And it's like, wait, the barbecue's going on. How do I get there? But the only directions was from the main town. But you want all these other fun people to show up, but they have no directions to get there. So what are they going to do? Oh, I got to go find the website to find a link to go to her Facebook page. Make it easy if you want people to follow you, because if you don't, they're going to go follow the people that it's super simple. Hey, get in my messenger bot, Then you can create an appointment. You can buy something. I'm going to send you, you know, like in my Up Your Bot show, they're getting all these recordings automated out to them as soon as they're done, so that if they miss it, they get it. But guess what? They also get a reminder 5 minutes before the show. You can pop on here, guys. We're ready for you. Now, guys, technology happens, so don't think life is perfect, because I'm not finding it on Facebook. And even though it says we're live on Facebook, and Shelly wasn't going live on Facebook earlier, so we just go with the flow, because why?
It's all good.
A great recording. And I'm sending it out in a bot. She's sending it out in a bot. We're putting it on YouTube. It'll be in Tier 5. And so I'm not worried about anything. Now, some people really freak out about technology. Actually, when accidents happen, I think I like it, because I'll tell you why. It gives everybody the permission that it happens. Life ain't perfect. Emails don't always get delivered. That's why I love a messenger bot, because I personally don't like emails. I don't. I think they're, you know, bad feng shui, because you get stressed out. Thousands of unopened emails. They go in spam. Let's talk about the flow of conversation, long as, you know, we're on this little subject here. It's not really to do with YouTube, but it is. So you got YouTube, and you send them. We want to connect with people as many ways on that spider web, as Shelly said. Voice, text messaging, email, calling them. So I personally don't like emails, because I don't find the engagement at, you know, so Shelly sends me an email and I'm like, great. Does she get it back? When does she get it back? Messenger.
Oh, no, what happens is, with our busy lives, you say, oh, great, I have an email from Shelly. I bet you there's some good stuff in there. And then you never look at it again, because you get busy doing something else.
And what email address was that one in? I can't remember. I can't
find it. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and Shelly, I know this from watching the comments on for when you do your Tuesday show. I didn't get a link. Where is it? And it's like, now it goes out in a bot, and that makes it so nice. So it's like, okay, guys, 5 minutes before the show, we're going live, regardless if it goes live out there or not. We're going live, and you can come here and be live with us on Zoom. Then when it's done rendering, then poof, we send that video out, or we automatically use the YouTube RSS with a tag. Bingo! Don't even have to do anything. That's why we love automation, because Shelly wants to spend time with her family.
Yes. And, you know, it's funny, because I've been here with my daughter since the 25th, I guess.
A while.
Somewhere around there. And I've made over $1,000 with Builderall.
So, guys, that's why we love automation. Because you can either use it for your business, or you can help others use it for their business. Me personally, I know everybody doesn't want to be a part of that digital marketing world. Me, I get super excited, Shelly. It's like I get up in the morning. I can't even sleep at night because my phone will ding, and I'm like,
I haven't been doing that. My phone's been dinging, but I'm so tired. You know,
you heard my voice message this morning. It was like, you're an hour early.
Keeping a baby that's under 1, I now remember why it's important you have children when you're young.
Yeah, when I see these people having kids, like these guys are in their 50s and 60s, it's like, he's not getting up in the middle of the night taking care of that baby.
I'm 52. And at 52, there's no way. Thank God I've had all of that stuff removed, so I don't have to worry about it. But man, honestly, if I still had all the plumbing there and I found out I was pregnant, I would die of a heart attack. No doubt about it.
So have children when you're young is the guidance here.
Yeah. But another thing, though, is here's what's exciting to me, right? And I have 4 children. I have 4 grown children, and I have built them their own companies through this spider web technique, where you go and build YouTube channel, and then you join the companies like Tier5 and Builderall and you know, whatever's out there that you feel comfortable joining, and then you set those things up. And the exciting thing for me is that at probably in the next 2 years, I will have generated enough income that I can hand their business to them and let them run it themselves.
Shelly, I think this really is super important. People are listening to this point, because right now a lot of entrepreneurs are just scurrying, and they're just, oh, please let me make my payment. But if you do it smart, You're
Mhm.
setting your family up for success. And we don't know where the world's going to be in 20 years, but
Right.
we know that we're building a solid foundation and that everybody needs digital marketing.
Right.
To me, my personal opinion is this is like so exciting about messenger bots because everybody needs one. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a small business? Are you an influencer? Are you a medium business? Are you a big business? You need a messenger bot to be ahead of everybody else.
Here's what I want them to focus on, because a lot of people think that the messenger bot is just for Facebook Messenger. And I want to kind of get that out of their head a little bit, because you can add it to your website. It is still connected to Facebook, but you can add it to your website, and it can be independent from Facebook. And so you can literally go through to that website and get onto that messenger bot and get all the information that you need, and it doesn't have to be on Facebook, right? So to me, that's the important thing, because what's going to happen is people are going to get they're going to get bot tired on Facebook. They're going to get bot tired on Facebook. But if you've got it on your website and you've got it as the onboarding and the introduction and the training and the resources and all that kind of stuff, so all they have to do is go to your website and go to that bot and type in that special word that you have to find that video, or that special word that you have to find training or something like that. They don't
like
have
video or training. Those might be some really good words.
Those are good words. That's right. But that's the thing to me that is the big deal, right? And then because it's tied to Facebook, when you start sending stuff there, they're going to get that messenger with the red 1, the red 2, the red 3, right? That they've got messages. And when they get that message, it's hard to leave that number there. It's really hard.
I have to admit it. I do it on my phone all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You have to click on it. So the open rate is incredible. The read rate is incredible. And then the reaction, when they take action inside that bot, is incredible. It's much different than an email, like what you're saying earlier. So messenger bots, I think they're great on Facebook, but we up the ante when we get to add them to the website, because then we've got a way to have them control what they're seeing and what they're experiencing on your website.
And so you guys think about it, there's 3.6 billion people on Facebook. So that's why, and it's a place where everybody goes and interacts. So you do want to be on Facebook, but you do want to be on YouTube, and you want to be on Instagram. Think about this. I want your business and I want to help you. We like coming from the place from our heart. We're heartpreneurs. That we like helping people, helppreneurs. That's what I like. So we have hearts and we like helping people. So we're helppreneurs, and what we do is by me helping you, then that's how I make a living. And from the spiritual standpoint, Shelly, you know that I believe when I help others and make their life more automated and less stressed out and in the flow, that's how I help with the planet and making it a better place. Because everyone's been, well, maybe not everyone, but most people have been where they're really stressed out about money and they're really stressed out. And a messenger bot, you can start with a simple one, and it may not be pretty, but you could build yourself one to get started. So you start that money coming in, and once you get that money coming in, then you want a customized one. We don't do cookie cutters for a reason, guys, because even in feng shui, it's a very intense, deep subject. There's many areas of specialty. You know, there's one that are special in exterior landscaping. There's ones that are in special just in the compass method. And so, guys, you've got to get your specialty so that when they think of it, they go, oh, she really knows what she's talking about when it comes to messenger bots. Or she really, hey, Virgil, you trying to get to TV?
Virgil's like,
we like kids and puppies, so yeah, bring them on.
You know what excites me about bots, Brittany? I wish that I had bots about 8 years ago when I first got into affiliate marketing.
Oh man, Shelly, we'd have our island right now.
Can you imagine like JV Zoo? And I have hundreds of affiliate products that I'm the seller for, not the affiliate. I'm the seller for.
Right.
And I would have loved to have had like just a mini bot for each one. So not its own bot, but have one whole bot, but have a section for this item, a section for this item, a section for this item. And then I can, in just a simple Facebook post, say, if you're interested in getting this product that'll, make your hair grow faster, just click on this link and send them straight to that section in the bot.
Right.
And they can see the information. And then if they want to buy, click it. Oh my gosh, I'd probably be a millionaire.
This is important, Shelly, as people think they need a bot for each product. And this simply is not true. Now, we do kind of go a little bot crazy, some of us, like lots of pages looking bots up, Because
it's fun.
That too. It is. For us, it's fun. But for many of you that you say, ugh, those girls like building bots and websites and being geeks, not me. That's great. We're here to help you too. Yep. So guys, Shelly, let's talk a little bit about, you have a special that if people want to know more about YouTube, why don't you tell them one of the offers we're doing here?
I will. I just chinged again, so yay me.
So there's a couple things going on here. We love helping you. So we're very excited about Tier 5 and John Vaughn. I have found this to be my best business decision in a very long time, because to think that I get to be part of a community-owned software company and that I get to be able to sell these awesome, and I'm talking awesome software products. Yeah, and the thing is, guys, you don't even have to learn how they work. We want to, because we're geeks, but just being able, think of it like this. Do you want automation? Do you want free time? Do you want more leads? Do you want to be able to track people so that you can see when they're on your website, where they're on your website? If you don't want to do stuff yourself, man, I love giving people affiliate money to send me people, and I will take care of it, because Shelly and I like talking to people. So to me, I never get scared. Cold calling, I'm like, yay, when do we get to cold call? And I'm one of those that everyone's like, oh. But I find it fun because I get to listen and talk to people and meet new people and help them solve problems by listening to what's going on. Right. So that's why we're doing this. We're talking about bots because we're heavy into the messenger bots on Facebook. So there's some links in there. Like I said, you can click on those, but I did not put the link in. It'll go out in a bot. But Shelly, let us know something that you put together that if they're interested finding more about YouTube, that they could get.
I've got a great training. It is YouTube Mastery. And it's got tons of videos on how to set up your YouTube channel. And Virgil's having a great time with a Gatorade bottle with macaroni inside of it.
Children like noise. That's a good one, Shelly. Thank you. My niece is having another baby, and I'm like, oh, what can I do? Oh, a Gatorade bottle.
But this YouTube training not only has videos on how to set up everything, he's just having a great time, but it also has information and resources on how to get yourself set up to be able to shoot your own videos. So I show you the programs that you need, the equipment that you need, and my position is go in cheap, and then as you make money, upgrade yourself.
Yes, Shelly. You don't need a studio when you start lights.
I know you want a studio, but you don't need a studio. And let me tell you, my YouTube videos I do with a piece of software that's $36 every 3 years, right? So, woo, that's expensive.
Shelly.
I have I'm going to show you what I have. A lapel mic. It's supposed to go on your lapel, but I put it right on my laptop. And that cost me all of maybe $20. And that's what I do to shoot my videos. You know what? I have a Snowball microphone. I have a Yeti microphone. I have a whole lighting system with the green screen. I have an expensive webcam. I have all that stuff, and you know what? I always go back to my laptop, screencasting, and my little lapel mic because it's the easiest thing to set up, and it does just as good as going in there with all that equipment. And actually, what happens is I end up, when I go to all that equipment, I hold myself up in that room.
Yes.
And the results are no different than if I'm comfortable and I'm where I want to be. I'm in my chair and relaxed and shooting the videos and having a great time.
Yep, Shelly, I'm sitting in my living room on a laptop right now because, with wireless, it's great because I was feeling trapped in my office all the time working because sometimes we work long hours.
Right.
But that's when you know you love what you're doing. And I needed to get out where it was open because I have all windows here, and Shelly knows I live in the woods, so there's like bears and bobcats and turkeys and deer, and that makes me happy. Oh, and their
Yep.
butterfly just went by. Oh, see, I see butterfly. Shelly
So
knows.
start simple. Yep. Start simple.
So start simple. Yes, you gotta have a computer. Okay, guys.
Yep.
This is
You
a
gotta have a computer. You gotta have a little bit of software. Gotta have a microphone.
I've recorded on Zoom before, done live calls, even with screen share with the Google Slides. You can do what you want, but that was because I wanted to go to the lake and go kayaking, and I had scheduled a call. So I'm like, what can I do? Download the Zoom app, download Google Drive, boom, 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 and I ran it through this. Now, it's not what I highly recommend because, you know, but I did get sales. I was then done with my webinar. It was recorded. It went out there. Nobody had any idea because I did a screen share. Like Shelly was talking about. So it even comes in really handy for professional live streamers.
Right. And don't think that you have to come in as professional, because I'm far from professional. I'm just me. I'm just Shelly. And I do that on all my videos. I'm just Shelly. And it's important to get, you know, what's more important than the right camera and the right mic and the right laptop? What's way more important is you getting started and taking action.
Yes.
That's the important thing. It does not matter what equipment you're using. Just take action. And then when you see your videos and you watch yourself, you'll see the little things that you do that you want to fix. And the next one will be a little better. And the next one will be a little better. And then all of a sudden you'll be like me, where I shoot a video. And then literally when I get done and I edit and everything's done and ready to upload, I'll watch the whole thing again because I'm impressed with myself.
Well, and you want to make sure that you remember what you said, because we live like, what? I didn't say that. Yes, I have 3 minutes and 84. I'm like, what?
You'll get there though. You'll get to where when you shoot a video and you upload it to YouTube, you'll be very proud of that video.
Shelly, I think one of the important things too, people, because we assume too much, especially if you're kind of geeky. And it's like, I've been listening to people that are just getting started, and it's like, oh, wow. Okay, guys, so, you know, you need a button on your website. You need to be able to be in front of people. Like, how can people buy from you if you're not? I'm like, they go, oh, I'm not getting any leads. Are you placing an ad? Are you doing a live stream? Do you have a button to buy? Are you sending an email out, a text message out? What are you doing? Because it happens when you get started in the in being an entrepreneur, especially, is you're busy all the time, but you're not doing one thing to lead people to money. You're busy on your website. You're busy.
Right. And we've talked before, Brenni, about avoidance behavior. Yeah. Where a lot of times people will do the exact wrong thing because they think, oh my gosh, my laptop's dirty. I got to get something to clean it. So they'll, you know, wipe their screen, everything. Oh yeah, no fingerprints, good to go. Oh wait, before I start, I have to mop my kitchen floor because my floor is dirty, and I can't have a dirty floor before I try to sell anything. So there's a time and a place for doing all that. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying plan. So if you're gonna shoot some videos for YouTube, you need to sit down with a piece of paper and start writing down what YouTube videos am I gonna shoot, either for the whole week or for just that day, but plan something. And then what I do is I have a timer on my phone, and I literally work for 25 minutes, and then my alarm goes off. And then I'll take a 5-minute break, and that's to go get a drink, go potty, get something to eat, or just sit and vegetate.
I think this is super, super important. People hear this part, because this is the worst thing you can do, is sit for hours and hours in front of a computer for many reasons. One, physically, mentally. And you know, if things aren't working, people, you need to get up and just walk outside. And then
it looks different when you walk back.
And it's like, snap, what happened? Why couldn't I think of that? Because you're trying to make things work. And it's not good for your body. It cuts off the energy. We all get backaches. You know, like, I think now sitting is the new cigarettes.
I'll tell you an example of why it's important to get away and just get a fresh look at things. And that is when I used to do my computer consulting, I had a big air conditioning filter company that called me in because their server was not booting. Their one big server that they had was not booting. So they had it in a teeny tiny little room, right? Barely enough room to have it on a table, and it's sitting there on the table. And I walk in and I do my normal, you know, MCSE computer geek stuff, and it's not working. Every time I shut it off and reboot it, it goes straight to command prompt. Nothing loads. And I did that about 4 or 5 times. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm going to go to lunch and I'm going to come back.
Yep.
Right. So I went to lunch and I came back, and it hit me right when I walked through the door that the way they had it set up was the monitor was right up over the keyboard, and where the keyboard was, the monitor was pushing down on the escape key.
So guys, she could have sat there all day long and kept typing the madness
right.
and that damn
all kinds of MCSC stuff, trying to figure it out. And all I had to do was just pull that out, and then it booted right up. So fresh eyes, guys, that's all I can say is 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, get up out of your seat, go get a drink, go potty, go walk outside for a minute and come back in, go hug your grandbaby, whatever it takes.
And Shelly,
go back.
Follow the right people. Follow the people that like you want to work with. That's what I think is great about being an entrepreneur is I get to choose the team I want to work with. Shelly and I work together. Now we may not work together in the Builderall platform, but we work together in Tier 5. But guess what? It doesn't matter to me because I have somebody to work with in a business in this niche, and she helps me in Builderall too. She's not like, well, I ain't making money off her. I ain't going to help her because I'm going to keep bugging her. She goes, I'm just going to help her because you're going to keep asking me. But she knows she helps me because I take action and I try to find out what's going on. And if I have an issue and I'm not good at something and I've watched videos, then I reach out. I don't just reach out to people because we've all done the due diligence. We learn. And there's training in everything. People need to just take a little more action.
Well, and there's so many gaps in that training that I think that's what's another cool thing about YouTube is when you find a gap, fill that gap with YouTube.
Yes. And Shelly, anything's on YouTube. And I can tell you, I just watched a lady because Shelly knows I've been, getting research on building a house for my parents, the mom pop thing. And there was a lady and she never had, I was carpenter's daughter. She had no idea. She had 4 kids and she had gotten divorced. And what they did is they went on YouTube and they built a house by watching every aspect of YouTube.
That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? I can't imagine building a house with YouTube.
They show them mixing mud, laying block, got their levels out. I mean, they were watching the right YouTube channels.
That's cool.
But it's just to give you an idea, anything can be on YouTube.
That's
and
true.
if it's not, then that's where you fill that market because people are going to YouTube.
Yep, and Google and YouTube are like this century's best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, and Shelly and I laugh because we're in groups together and people ask questions, and on the call we're out there Googling and they go, "You're so smart." I mean,
when somebody tells me that you're so smart, I'm like, ha, fold another one.
We're just out there. It's like, well, I got a different link, but yours looks better than mine. Googled it.
There's a great website out there for people that ask you questions and you Google it. It's I think it's called Let Me Get That For You, right? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's hilarious. You just send them to LMGTY or something like that, whatever the letters are.
Yeah.
And what it does is send them to a page that's a lot like a Google page, and they can just search for it themselves.
Man, Shelly, just think of the grades we would have had in school. I mean, guys, we were reading. I got good grades too, but boy, the reports I could have written if I would have had Google.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been fun. Okay, absolutely. So we've talked about automation. We've talked about YouTube. We've talked about messenger bots. We've talked about software. Shelly, what would how would you like to leave this audience? Because this really is on how we're loving being part of John Bond's Tier 5 software company.
I'm super excited about it. Yeah, the software itself is incredible. I've used the RoboContact and I've used Text in Bulk, Link Wizard, working on invoicing you, and haven't used Magic's app yet. That's the next one that I got to tackle. But the exciting part is that all of that is out there, very usable, very user-friendly, actually. The tutorials are right in the software, so you don't have to go anywhere to get extra tutorials. As long as you dive in and focus on figuring out how you want to use it. And then the other incredible thing is the community itself. Everybody's very helpful and very supportive. And I know that I have a very busy life. And it's very difficult sometimes to really hone in on exactly what I need, exactly when I need it. But I can post a question and get it answered within minutes, and then I just take it from there. So it's a great community, and there's so much you can do with it. So
yeah, it's amazing.
Already with my team, I've taken RoboContact and Text in Bulk and created lead lists for my team. And the next thing I'm going to do is actually, I've got a couple of virtual assistants now. I've had to hire a few people. And I'm training a virtual assistant now on how to use my Text in Bulk. And we're putting packages together so that if you want some leads captured for you and sent directly to your number, we have a package for that, so that they can say, I want 100 people called, and I want them in this area with this keyword. And we'll do that for them, and then whatever results they get are what they get. But we're really excited about that because it takes the pressure off of them to do all the work. Mm-hmm. We do it, but it's automated. It's not really anything that takes hours and hours and hours to do, but we can charge a premium price for it.
Right.
And the reality is that it's very, very doable. And that's another thing, a way you can use this product is you can set up your own company to be able to do these types of things.
And Shelly, talking about the community, I love it because it's global and you can get an answer really quick. There's always somebody awake, and we're very excited about the company, so we're in there a lot. Right. And I'm already, hooking up with people doing joint ventures. I got some buddies over in Perth, Australia right now. Junior, shout out.
Yeah, there's so much potential, and the cool thing is that if you join at the JV level, then you're going to get some added bonuses that you wouldn't get if you just bought each individual software by itself.
Right.
So, and plus the price is better. So you're going to get almost like a discount if you join that JV team, and you'll have that community that's available to you almost 24/7. But the cool thing is, what I like the best is I can't wait till we see the next thing coming out, because they're putting out wonderful software. If you join that JV team, you're going to get access to the next software as well. So,
and when John hits his goal, guess what? We are the affiliates. He is training a team of affiliates to go out and sell his software, and nobody else will be able to sell it. So, super excited about that aspect too.
Very, very exciting.
Go find who you like. There's lots of great groups out there. I want to give a shout out to Botpreneurs. They've been really awesome. They're very helpful. That's a very good group to join. There's lots of little chatbot groups out there. I happen to resonate, and I'm helping live stream with them, and they like to help others too. So find people you like, but get automated, guys. Don't be behind, because that's what's going to happen. If you don't get a bot soon, you're going to be the one that didn't have a website, didn't have a smartphone, didn't have emails going out. This is automation, and guess what? The younger generation, they want a text message, they want a Facebook message, and some of us that think they're young, here and in here, that's how I like contact.
What are you talking about? I am young.
I am. I know I don't act 57. So yeah, it's like, wait, 60's coming soon. That seems old. I'm not old though.
I'm getting there. At 52, I keep looking at 60 going, no.
It's hard to believe, guys. So before you know it, you're in your 50s. So get automated now so that you can enjoy your 50s.
Get busy. Take action. Get busy.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll be doing these lives. When you get in the bot, guys, just click below. You'll get messages about that, and you can always watch me. I have a show called Up Your Bot Show. That's what I'm live streaming from here. It's all about the bot. No trouble, because we take care of it. We'll see you next call, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Shelly.